infuriating, aggravating, insulting. He was all three wrapped up into one fitting, unwanted package. I couldn't understand what it was that made him do this to me. He wasn't like any normal person I've met. He never uses conventional methods of discourse, especially when we're the only ones around. His hands, they fly into the air like he's trying to swat a fly or reinforce a point of interest between us that just doesn't exist. To me, it's as if he's trying to catch his words so that he can shove them down my throat. All the time stammering on and on, with little or no regard to whether or not I'm even paying any attention. My interest in his life must be a figment of his imagination. It must be, or this man is insane. I can't figure it out, and I can never ask him about it. My want for freedom from this man's consistent badgering is outweighed by my concern for what would happen were the wires in his spiraling mind ever to be crossed against me. I hate it. I hate him for doing this to me. An impression of the both of us that just absolutely has no basis in reality. The others in our office, they're becoming just as fooled by him as he must be by himself. And it's getting to the point where I am desperate to take action. Away from their prying eyes, away from his friendship lies. The only way to kill a virus is to kill it at the source. Otherwise it will spread if there is any life left in it. Well, this virus seems to be too full of life to be treated by the symptoms alone. A putrid pestilence, feeding upon the courtesy and probable weakness of others. By the way, my name is Rick Warren. I'm a program designer for our company's antivirus software department. Ironically, the only virus I have not been able to isolate is spreading, and it's in our own office. He'd always come up and talk to me, talk like we've been best buddies since high school. We're not. He asked me if I want to go to lunch with him, hang out with him after work. I refuse. He's like the spider on your leg, with its little hairs tingling your skin, irritating you more and more, until you can't stand it any longer, and move to crush it blindly with your hand, hoping you've gotten it. Only you never do. The bite stays with you, and the itching never ends. The spider never dies. There is only one way to stop this bite from spreading its venom throughout our otherwise uninfiltrated veins. Me. He was the source. He was the virus. And I had to do it. He begged me not to, but I wouldn't have it. I couldn't take that chance. I'm doing the world a service. If he lives, society will crumble, chaos will run free, become a way of life. In short, his way will become acceptable. And as these things tend to go, eventually the standard. I won't stand for that. Not when I have the chance to stand against it. He begged me in that demented tongue. I couldn't understand half of what he was saying, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to more than I didn't. He pled, and I squeezed. It was as simple as that. The first thing he ever said to me that mattered, and it was answered the same way every other inquiry of his should have been answered. It was answered point blank.
Rick? Don't get too comfortable there now, buddy. We're closing up. Don't worry, though, because we'll be back tomorrow.
Sure. Just gonna work on these papers and I'll catch up with you.
Don't work too hard, or the boss might find out and give you a raise. I'll wait down for you in the lobby.